Did you hear about the rose that grew from a crack in the concrete? Proving nature's law is wrong, it learned to walk without having feet. Funny it seems, but by keeping its dreams, it learned to breathe fresh air. Long live the rose that grew from concrete when no one else ever cared. Today I'm going to tell you about a book that I have, no exaggeration, been looking forward to for the past couple of years. Hi, it's Miss Cote, and I'm back again for another book chat. Today I'm going to be telling you about Concrete Rose by Angie Thomas. Now, many of you may know Angie Thomas as the author of The Hate You Give, which came out in 2017 and was on the New York Times bestseller list for the past 4 years. It's still there. It never left. She also released On the Come Up in 2019, which was just as amazing. And this is her newest book, which came out just a couple of weeks ago. So if you haven't read The Hate You Give or On the Come Up, you might want to read those ones first because Concrete Rose is actually a prequel to The Hate You Give. And some characters from On the Come Up are in it too. So this book is about Maverick. You may know from The Hate You Give that Maverick is Starr Carter's father. And in The Hate You Give, you find out that his youth had some drama in it. So there will be minor spoilers for The Hate You Give in this book chat, but nothing that's really going to ruin the book for you. It's so amazing it can't be ruined. So at the beginning of Concrete Rose, you find out that Maverick is pretty stressed. About a year ago, he and the love of his life, Lisa, who is his current girlfriend, had a bit of a fight. And during their brief separation, he made the bad decision to be with somebody else just for one night. But it turns out that that young woman, Aisha, became pregnant, and now she has a newborn baby. She and everyone else assumed that the baby belonged to Maverick's best friend, King, who also is from The Hate You Give. But day by day, the baby just looks more and more like Maverick. So at the beginning of the book, Maverick and his mom go with Aisha and her mom to the clinic. They have a paternity test, and it turns out, you won't be surprised if you read The Hate You Give, that Maverick is the father of her baby. It's baby 7. So Maverick, though, when he gets out of the clinic, is pretty surprised to find that Aisha and her mom have left baby 7 with Maverick and his mom and have taken off. And now Maverick is forced to suddenly and completely become a parent. He has to deal with the sleepless nights, the really disastrous diaper changes, the feedings, the tantrums, having to juggle it all, including still being in high school. So he's having a pretty tough time. He eventually finds out that Aisha is suffering from postpartum depression and has been having a really hard time herself. And so he has to step up and become a parent and take care of 7. And it turns out that Maverick is an excellent father. So just like the title, Maverick is a rose blooming in concrete. He's facing some pretty tough circumstances in his life. Some pretty tragic life experiences. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not going to tell you what happens. But Maverick has some real challenges. He is such a good person. He wants to do good. He's a kind, caring father. He's a supportive boyfriend. He's trying to make his way down a good path, but it's hard for him to stay on it when it's so much easier to find justice and care for his family and support his kids by going down maybe not such a good path. So this book is amazing. One of my favorite things about this book is that we really get to meet Starr's grandparents, Maverick's mother and father, who also are facing some pretty tough life circumstances, but who really stand as like a shining beacon of light and hope and support for Maverick. They really are there for him, and they were just 2 amazingly well-written, fully fleshed out characters who I loved getting to know. I wished I could have spent more time with Maverick's parents. Maverick also has support from his community. There's this amazing network of folks in Washington Heights who are there for him to try and keep him on that good path despite what life has to deal for him. And it made me realize how Maverick could be so fiercely loyal to Washington Heights, even in The Hate U Give, when Starr's mother really wants to move away and sell their house in the store. Maverick wants to stay and he wants to make it a better place. And I think that you see in this book why he would feel that way and how he could develop such strong ties to this place that, yes, was really, really difficult to grow up in and dealt him some tough circumstances, but also was an amazing place to grow up in, had all of these supportive friends, family, and neighbors, and really helped him to stay on that good path too. We just ordered a bunch of copies of this book, but they're not in yet. I had to read it ahead. I've been waiting for 2 years. I'm not going to wait any longer. But keep your eye out because we will have copies that you can check out very soon. And also, don't forget that next week we will begin drawing names for prizes for our Life Readers Edition game. So get those entries in, start reading those books. We're going to draw a name next week. Everything you need to access that is on Schoology. I'll see you next week. Bye!